Welcome to our video, 15 Surprising Effects of Global Warming on Snake Migration Patterns. As climate change accelerates, it's not just the weather and sea levels that are shifting. The very behavior of wildlife, particularly snakes, is transforming as well. In this video, we'll explore how global warming is altering the migration, activity, and habitats of these fascinating reptiles, revealing unexpected challenges and adaptations that could impact our ecosystems and even human interactions. Join us as we uncover the intricate ways in which a warming planet is reshaping the lives of snakes. 1. Earlier seasonal migrations. With rising temperatures, snakes are beginning to migrate earlier in the year than they traditionally have. This shift is largely due to the warmer weather arriving sooner, which prompts these reptiles to start their journeys as they search for optimal conditions. This early migration can disrupt the balance of ecosystems, as the timing of snakes' movement is often synchronized with the availability of prey. When snakes move earlier, they may find themselves in areas before their prey has arrived, leading to potential food shortages. Moreover, this change can affect other animals and plants that rely on the presence of snakes for maintaining ecological balance. 2. Extended activity period. Warmer nights, a direct consequence of global warming, allow snakes to remain active for longer hours than before. Traditionally, snakes are most active during the cooler parts of the day, such as early morning or late evening. However, with milder nighttime temperatures, they can extend their activity into the night. This extended activity period can lead to changes in feeding patterns, as snakes may hunt for longer durations. It can also increase encounters with humans, as the reptiles are out and about during times when people are typically active. 3. More encounters in urban areas. As natural habitats shrink due to urban development and climate change, snakes are increasingly migrating into cities and urban areas. This movement is often driven by the need to find food and suitable habitats as their traditional environments become inhospitable. Urban areas, with their abundance of rodents and other prey, can become attractive destinations for these reptiles. However, this results in more frequent encounters between humans and snakes, leading to potential safety concerns and the need for increased awareness and education on coexisting with these often misunderstood creatures. 4. Shifts in hunting grounds. Global warming is causing snakes to seek out cooler or wetter areas where prey is more available. As temperatures rise, many of the traditional hunting grounds become too hot or dry for both snakes and their prey. This shift forces snakes to adapt by moving to new areas that can support their dietary needs. These new hunting grounds might include regions previously seen as inhospitable, leading to changes in local ecosystems. The presence of snakes in these new areas can have a domino effect on the food chain, impacting not only the prey species but also other predators and plant life. 5. Increased competition. With more snakes migrating to the same areas due to climate change, competition for food and resources intensifies. This increased competition can lead to heightened aggression among snakes and potentially reduce the population of prey species. In extreme cases, it could also lead to starvation and a decline in snake populations if the available resources cannot support the influx. This scenario stresses the importance of understanding and managing the impacts of climate change on wildlife to preserve biodiversity. 6. Loss of wetland habitats. Droughts, a byproduct of global warming, are drying up wetlands, which are crucial habitats for many water-dependent snake species. These wetlands provide not only a habitat but also a rich feeding ground for these snakes. As the wetlands disappear, snakes are forced to move elsewhere, often to less suitable environments. This displacement can affect their survival rates, as they may not be able to adapt quickly enough to the new conditions. Additionally, the loss of these habitats can have wider ecological implications, impacting other species that rely on wetlands for survival. 7. Higher altitude migration. To escape the extreme heat at lower elevations, some snakes are migrating to higher altitudes. Mountains and elevated terrains offer cooler climates that are more suitable for their survival. This migration to higher altitudes presents its own set of challenges, as these areas often have different prey species and environmental conditions. Snakes must adapt to these new surroundings, which can lead to evolutionary changes over time. The movement to higher altitudes also raises questions about the long-term sustainability of these habitats as more species seek refuge in cooler areas. 8. Expansion into cooler regions. Warmer climates are allowing snakes to thrive in regions they previously avoided due to cold temperatures. As global temperatures rise, areas that were once too chilly for snakes are becoming more hospitable. This expansion into cooler regions can lead to the establishment of new snake populations, which may have both positive and negative effects on local ecosystems. While it can increase biodiversity, it can also introduce new predators to the area, potentially threatening native species. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for maintaining ecological balance as snakes expand their range. 9. More snakes in agricultural fields. As their natural habitats shrink, snakes are increasingly migrating to agricultural fields in search of food and shelter. These fields often have abundant prey, such as rodents, making them appealing to snakes. However, this migration can lead to conflicts with farmers, as snakes may be seen as pests. It can also pose risks to the snakes themselves, as they may be exposed to pesticides and other chemicals used in agriculture. Finding ways to mitigate these conflicts is important for both the protection of snake populations and the success of agricultural practices. 10. Longer migration distances. Some snake species are traveling farther than ever before due to the changing climate. These longer migration distances are often a result of the need to find suitable habitats and food sources. This extended travel can put stress on the snakes, as they must navigate unfamiliar territories and face new challenges. It can also affect the ecosystems they leave behind, as their absence may disrupt the balance of prey and predator dynamics. Studying these migration patterns is essential for understanding the broader implications of climate change on wildlife movement. 11. Increased human-snake conflict. As snakes migrate closer to human settlements, the potential for conflict increases. These encounters can lead to fear and misunderstanding, often resulting in harm to the snakes. Education and awareness are key to reducing these conflicts and promoting coexistence. By understanding the reasons behind snake migration and the benefits these reptiles bring to ecosystems, humans can take steps to minimize negative interactions. This might include creating snake-friendly environments or implementing measures to safely relocate snakes that venture too close to populated areas. 12. More venomous species in new areas. With snakes expanding their range, there is a possibility of venomous species appearing in areas where they were once rare. This can pose a threat to local wildlife and human populations not accustomed to dealing with venomous snakes. The presence of these species requires increased vigilance and preparedness from local communities. It also highlights the need for research into the distribution of venomous snakes and the development of strategies to manage their impact on new ecosystems. 13. Adaptation to different climate. Some snakes are evolving to survive in hotter or drier conditions as a result of climate change. These adaptations may include changes in behavior, physiology, or even physical characteristics. For example, snakes may develop a greater tolerance for heat or become more efficient at conserving water. These evolutionary changes can have significant implications for the survival and distribution of snake species in the future. Understanding these adaptations is crucial for predicting how snakes will respond to ongoing environmental changes. 14. Changes in breeding patterns. Warmer temperatures can lead to longer breeding seasons for snakes, affecting their reproductive cycles. This change can result in increased population sizes, which may intensify competition for resources. It can also impact the timing of birth and the survival rates of offspring. As breeding patterns shift, the dynamics of snake populations may change, influencing their role in ecosystems. Studying these changes is important for predicting the long-term effects of climate change on snake populations and their environments. 15. Higher risk of extinction for some species. Not all snake species can adapt to the rapid changes brought on by global warming. Those unable to cope with the new conditions face a higher risk of extinction. This risk is particularly high for species with specialized habitat requirements or limited ranges. The loss of these species can have cascading effects on ecosystems, as snakes play important roles as both predators and prey. Conservation efforts are essential to protect vulnerable snake species and preserve biodiversity in the face of climate change.